one, I thought about it. That didn't work. Hello internet, my name's Lave. I watched Iron Man. Now first up I want to thank Paul Dawes for the question. He said it would be sick if I could review all of the Marvel films from the beginning. And I thought, yeah, that would be sick. So I'm going right back to the beginning with the first film in phase 1 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I am Iron Man. Yeah, no, right. Enough of that. Now it's funny to think prior to 2008, Marvel Studios was actually in trouble. They sold off the rights to their most popular characters and now are taking a punt with lesser known ones. It's so funny to think that now Iron Man was actually a risk for them. In fact, I distinctly remember one of my mates saying, oh, that Iron Man's gonna be shit. Ugh. This is coming from the same bloke that liked I Am Number 4. Yeah, you know who you are. Prick. But I was always quietly confident. They'd hired Jon Favreau, who I recognised from Swingers. He had a stint in Friends as well. He also directed the really popular and funny Elf. And then he expanded on that with a visual effects driven film called Zathura, which is a sequel to Jumanji, I think. So yeah, I was quietly confident and optimistic that this could actually work under Favreau's direction. And then the trailers dropped and I was completely sold when I saw this. Don't know what it is, I've just always had a thing for characters that can fly. Ugh. So Favreau cast Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in arguably the best casting ever. I just cannot imagine anyone else playing Tony Stark now. Robert Downey Jr. was already starting to make a comeback in Hollywood with interesting turns in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, A Scanner Darkly and Zodiac, but it was Iron Man that put him back on the map. He's just perfect for the role. It's just hard to tell where Downey Jr. ends and Tony Stark begins. It's a case of art imitating life. They both have a similar story arc. They've had their ups and downs. Tony Stark says it best in Iron Man 2 when he says, "Never has a greater Phoenix metaphor been personified in human history." So Favreau introduces us to Tony Stark with a bang. He drops us right in the middle of his life. He's a weapons dealer and he's in Afghanistan. He's just closed the deal selling his Jericho missile when he gets kidnapped by the Ten Rings terrorist organisation. Cut back to a day earlier and you're filled in on Tony's backstory in a really cliched but effective way.
Even from an early age, the son of legendary weapons developer Howard Stark quickly stole the spotlight with his brilliant and unique mind. At age 4, he built his first circuit board.
He's supposed to be picking up this award at a ceremony, but he's off getting drunk and gambling with a load of chicks. And then the timeline quickly catches up with itself and you're back in the caves where he's being held hostage and he's been saved by Jensen, played by Sean Toob. I really like the relationship that develops between the two. It's Jensen who really gives Stark the emotional push to become a better man. He really gives him the inspiration and the motivation to build the Mark I Iron Man suit to help them escape. It's a perfect homage to the original comics. So using the suit, Stark eventually escapes and now he's a new man. He wants to rid the world of weapons, so he perfects his design. And I really like the fact that he develops his suit and it becomes what we all know today. I love the scenes where he's suiting up and he's testing all of the gear. And I love the heads-up display thing as well. That's such a cool concept and we kind of take it for granted today in all of the subsequent films. Oh, it's just so cool and it all leads to the peak of the film in the second act when he goes to Afghanistan, he kicks ass, he fights the terrorists, he fights the tank, he fights F-22 Raptors. In fact, those sequences are so entertaining, it kind of feels like the third act does drop a little bit. It's revealed that Obadiah Stane, played by Jeff Bridges, Stark's partner in Stark Industries, he's actually the bad guy and has been double dealing the weapons with the terrorists. He steals Tony's arc reactor technology and builds his own suit, and the end fight isn't as climactic as I felt it should be, but it's serviceable, it does its job. That's really my only gripe with the film, is that it doesn't finish quite as strong as maybe as it should have. That and Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, I mean, she was there. So that's my thoughts on Iron Man, and pause the video now if you want to check out my enjoyment tracker. It's arguably still one of the best films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it holds up as well. 8 years down the line, it's still a good watch. The visual effects are still good. It's a great standalone film, but it also springboards us into the MCU as well. Love it. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Either way, tell me in the comments. Oh, Civil War soon. Subscribe.